Along with Blake Collins, I'm John Patrick. We're getting set for men's basketball this afternoon as the Jags take on the Hurricanes from Georgia Southwestern. Jags coming into this ball game with a record of 20-5. Most importantly, 16-3 in the Peach Belt Conference. They find themselves in second place, a game behind USC Aiken, but more importantly, 2 games up on Francis Marion. They beat Francis Marion on Wednesday night, 75-70. The Hurricane come into this ball game with a record of 4-21, 2-17 in the conference. We will get to our starting lineups after the national anthem for this afternoon. Right, here are the starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. First of all, for the Hurricanes from Georgia Southwestern. Again, coming into this ball game with a record of 4-21, they are 2-17 in the Peach Belt Conference. Ben Hicks is the head coach. Jalen Butler is the assistant coach. Starting at guard, a 6'4", 180-pound senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 0, Quay Lartley. Starting at guard, a 6', 180-pound senior from Edison, Georgia, number 3, Quentin Taylor. Starting at guard, a 6'3", 180-pound freshman from Atlanta, number 10, Grant Howard. Starting at forward, a 6'6", 200-pound freshman from Ellenwood, Georgia, number 11, Jamari Dean. And starting at guard, a 6'3", 180-pound senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 21, Devin Watson. And now for the Jaguars. Again, coming into this ball game with a record of 20-5, 16-3 in the Peach Belt Conference. Dimitris in his 15th year at the helm. Drew Gibson, O'Neal Armstrong, his assistant coaches. Starting at guard, 6'1", 187-pound freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, number 2, Tyree Myers. Starting at guard, the 6'2", 200-pound senior from Washington, D.C., number 3, Aaron Bird. Starting at forward, the 6'2", 225-pound senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 13, Tyvez Monroe. Starting at forward, the 6'4", 215-pound junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 22, Rafael Montero. And starting at forward, the 6'8", 219-pound senior from Bristol, England, number 24, Dean Williams. It is senior day and homecoming day, and a packed, well, not totally packed, but a good, healthy crowd here at Christenberry Fieldhouse. Important for the Jags to keep pace. They are, as we mentioned, a game behind USC Aiken. Aiken is playing this afternoon. Jags will be at the Convocation Center Wednesday night, but it's all important that this little game before the Pacers does not trip them up.
Absolutely, and anything with the leadership between the seniors that you see, if they have anything to say about it, it won't, especially with Dean, Tyvez, and Aaron leaving it all out on the line here tonight like they have all 4 seasons they have been at Augusta University. We can't thank them enough for laying their hearts on the line for the basketball team of Augusta University.
First basket is scored by Grant Howard. Hurricanes up 2-0. Jags have the ball now. They're in the home white. Moving from right to left on your screen.
Working the perimeter very well, trying to find an opening.
Left side 3 for Tyvez is good.
Tyvez is picture perfect when he spot shoots like that, and he can paint it with a picture very clear. Right there, good form throughout, highly accurate from the corners.
Watson with the basketball, gets it over to Larty. Quay gets it over to Dean. From about the free throw line, that shot is short of everything, missed by Howard. And it'll be Jags ball.
Raphael may not have gotten there in time, but he was like, you ain't gonna go uncontested. He got 2 fingers up that had a hand in that ball being short. So even though he was there a little bit late, still a very good job there by Raphael.
Dean gets the ball over to Tyree. Tyree gets it into Raphael. Raphael drives into the lane. Puts up the right-handed hook, front of the rim, no good. Saved by Tyvez, and he overthrows Tyree, and it'll be Hurricane basketball.
Yeah, that aggressive style offense that the Jags have with the intensity and the veracity that they have, 4 second-chance rebounds, helped them out there, but then on the other side of the coin, it came back to bite them with the aggressiveness on the assist. They just threw it too far in height for Tyree to come down with it.
Taylor with the basketball. Gets it over to Dean. Dean gets it back to Taylor. Taylor drives down the lane, stops, fades away, too short. Tyvez with the rebound.
That was pretty body control, though, throughout that shot, even though it came short.
Tyree's shot from the top of the key is partially blocked, and Taylor comes away with it for the Hurricanes. Lardy gets it back out to Grant Howard. Grant comes back to about midcourt. They start their offense.
Yep. Marty there for a minute thought he was going to lose Raphael with a stutter step. Didn't happen.
Left side 3 is good for Devin Watson. Right side 3, I'm sorry, is good for Devin Watson.
When you have that much range and can create money off of the shot, that blissfully is going to be trouble from here on out for the Jags if he has the ball from three-point land.
Inside to Dean, gets double teamed immediately, dishes back out. Drive in the lane for Aaron. He's got 2.
Aaron loves to spot shoot and shoot threes, but he ain't afraid at times to drive down the hole and challenge you through the lane. That's what happened right there, and Aaron got the best of it and created the 2 for the Jags to deadlock it at 5.
Taylor with the basketball, drives in the lane, And he's going to be fouled, I believe. I don't know if it's Dean. Dean was the last person on him. See what the official says.
So the last person there to him, but Tyvez was on the floor.
And it may be on Tyvez.
Just didn't have his base underneath him by the time he took the contact.
It is Tyvez's first foul, team's first. And Quentin Taylor will go to the line. First one's good.
Augusta's not adverse from playing from behind, but if you're Georgia Southwestern here, you do not want to give them any breathing room and want to keep the pedal to the metal.
Second one rattles in. Hurricanes up early, 7-5. Aaron crosses midcourt. Gets it to Raphael. Raphael back to Tyree, I'm sorry. And Tyree is fouled. That's going to be on Quentin Taylor, his first team foul.
Tyree was trying to get around him the best he could. Quentin tried to keep up with him just a little bit. Too much body contact.
Aaron could not hold his balance. Dip would like a foul, but Aaron kind of fell out of bounds, and a turnover for the Jags.
No, that was great discipline there by Quay Lardy to even put Aaron Bird in that predicament.
Dish back out to Watson. Watson fires back out. Taylor with the basketball. Can't get in, 10 on the shot clock. Lardy with the basketball now. He drives down the lane, lays it up. Dean tries blocking it. Might have gotten a piece of it as the ball did not fall.
Yeah, Raphael lost him for a minute. Dean right back there to recuperate.
Aaron drives in the lane, scores the basket.
Jags are pressing the ball really well against this defense of Georgia Southwestern. The Hurricanes have not made an adjustment to the attack central of the Jags offense, and they're leaving lanes open and too much space for the Jags to create points off of.
We've got our media timeout, 15:43 to go in the first half. We're tied at 7. All right, Aaron will go to the line, try to convert the three-point play. Got about, 15 or 20 of Aaron's friends and family wearing blue T-shirts. Bird on the back with the number 3. Aaron gets the three-point play on senior day.
Yeah, he's been highly efficient from the charity stripe all 4 seasons he's been here and continues this good work from there.
Dip did not make any changes in that timeout. It's the same 5 that started the basketball game. Down to 10 on the shot clock.
Tried a little bit of a short screen there.
Driving on Dean and scoring on Dean is Jamari Dean.
Excuse me, that was a pick there. Didn't get all of it that he wanted to, but enough to get Georgia Southwestern around the Jags defense and connect on 2.
Tyvez dishes out to Aaron from the left side, short. Dean tries batting it back, and Hurricanes come away with it. Ball is batted out of bounds by Dean Williams from behind. Quentin Taylor never saw it.
Is there a better setting, though, on senior day for the senior to have another inductee into the Get Out of Here Hall of Fame? That was impressive all the way around from Dean, when a lot of his family is here. Now, he is originally from England, so that is a heck of a job to do on senior day with your family in the stands.
Jags will inbound, or I'm sorry, the Hurricane will inbound. Driving down the lane, dishes it out. Raphael's there to intercept that.
Both Tyree and Darren as well jumped up tremendously high to close off the pass for them to even try to connect with that pass.
Yeah, Miguel and Darren are in the game for the Jags. Dean goes baseline, spins, loses the handle. He's fouled by Lardy. It'll be Lardy's second foul.
Yeah, Lardy was wanting all ball there. Just got a little bit of the hand, which calls for the foul and for Dean to lose control of the handle.
Jags inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just kind of throws it up in the air, and Dean was unsure if that was for him. They get it back to Dean now. He drives in the lane. Little fade away, too hard. And a foul, I believe, on the Jags.
Just a little bit of a fade there, but Dean used his body and his height to work to his advantage there, using the separation he had in between him and his defender to put up that shot.
Foul was on Raphael, his first, team second. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Hurricanes up by 1. R.J. Sessions in the ball game for the Hurricanes. Dean tries blocking that, but Grant Howard makes the basket.
Man, Howard was like, I'm going to take this and drive it to the hoop, and if you try to stop me, I'm going to post up and shoot it straight over your head, and that's what happened right there. Very good offensive play by Howard.
Darren, left side three, no good. Tapped up by Raphael, no good. Off the hands of the Hurricanes, and it'll be Jag ball, and Troy Cracknell will check in for Dean. Give Dean a breather here.
Got a lighter and quicker Jags lineup on the court.
Quickly inside to Troy, and he's got the basket.
Troy underneath. Even though he's a smaller forward and center, he still has tenacity like a huge center would. Very good job of getting position underneath and then fighting for that shot.
Sessions pulls it left side. That three is no good. Darren with the rebound. He pushes it up the court for the Jags. Troy gets it back to Darren. Jags set up a play. Miguel goes baseline. Gets it over to Troy. Troy dishes it back. Back to Troy. He's firing the three from the right side. That falls almost all the way in. Comes back out.
Good shot selection, worked off of imperative assist ball movement there, which was critical in creating that shot for the Jags. They just couldn't connect on the two and bank it on in.
Sessions with the basketball. He fires the three. Good.
Darren was late getting over there, and when you leave a shooter of his caliber open for that long and have that long a look at it, he's going to get nothing but the bottom of the net out of it.
Tyree drives down the lane, and a blocking foul is called on the Hurricanes.
He's looking to establish position down low. A little bit too much movement once a contact was created there by the Jags. Works in their favor. Tough break, though, for Georgia Southwestern.
We've got our media timeout. 11:54 to go. 14-10 Hurricanes. right, 11:54 to go in the first half. Tyree Myers at the line for the Jags. Find themselves down by 4. First one's good. Second one good. And Tyree will come out and Tyvez will come in. Watson back in the game for the Hurricanes. He's got the ball there. Gets it to Sessions. Back to Watson. Taylor. Long 3. Good for Sessions.
Absolutely critical 3 to make it a 2-possession game. Not only that, but accuracy with a hand in your face. Goodness gracious, that was a pretty shot.
Going to have a blocking foul. Dean will go to the line.
It is extremely tough down low when you're battling Dean to establish a good center of base and position enough to be able to take a charge, because not only that, but his body is so big, and also the width is so good of good size as well, and it's hard to be able to establish a good position to take a charge.
Higgs with his second foul. Dean will go to the line. Makes the free throws. Jags back to within 2. From about the free throw line, Jamari Dean with that basket.
A lot of these spot shots that the Hurricanes are shooting up are absolutely pinpoint accurate and are keeping them well within this ball game and keeping a distance between them and the Jags.
Dean gets called for a travel. That's got Dip upset.
He can get animated on the sidelines.
Jamari Dean with the basketball now, brings it across midcourt. Drive down the lane, and Quentin Taylor got all the way to the basket, thought about passing it off, and he's tapping his chest saying, my fault, my bad, should have taken the shot.
Yep, they had it too, because he had Darren kind of sidestepping, working his way across the court. Darren was sidestepping to try to keep up with him, stepped one too far inside. That opened up and cleared the lane open for him. He just couldn't keep the ball in hand.
Dean forces his way into the foul. Foul's going to be on Grant Howard, his first. That is the 6th team foul on the Hurricane.
Dean has improved a lot on his free throws during the 40 years he's been here. Now would be a pretty good time to display that off.
First one's good. Raphael will check back in. Tyree Myers will check back in. Darren and Troy have a seat. Second one is too hard. Raphael fights for the rebound, but it comes away with Sessions. Taylor with the basketball now for the Hurricane. Swings it and gets it left, goes a little deeper into the corner, comes back out now. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Howard. Zigs, zags, dishes back out. The 3 there is gonna fall. Scored the 3.
Yeah, the fancy dancy crossovers that he did helped him out create the space to assist out to get the open shot the Hurricanes were looking for.
Dean picks up his dribble, gets it back to Miguel, who gets it to Tyvez. They try to get it into Raphael. Can't get that. Ball's almost batted away by Tyvez, and Hurricanes are up the court. Hurricanes with a 6-point lead.
Yeah.
Long three, no good.
Just couldn't connect on the back end, but that was good jousting for position there on their defensive possession, going toe-to-toe with Raphael. Just, again, could not bring it on home with points.
Tyree gets it over to Tyvez, right side. Now back to Tyree, top of the key. Tyree takes it in, dishes back out. Dean from the free throw line, good.
From 15 to 17-foot range is where Dean is comfortable as I'll get out. It's almost like he's home on the court, and he displays that with great fluidity right there off of a phenomenal two-point shot.
Jamari Dean with the basketball now for the Hurricane. Down into the corner, a scrum for the ball. The tie-up goes to the Jags.
Both teams displaying a great amount of moxie and also a great amount of intensity and fight, going for loose balls, trying to get extra possessions when it seems like all is lost. And unfortunately for the Hurricanes, it worked out in the Jags' favor right now.
Little house cleaning being done. The Jags ball. 8:26 to go in the first half. They're down 4. They look inside. They quickly get it inside to Raphael, who moves toward the basket with the left hand, scores, and is fouled.
The only way Tyree was going to get that pass off was with accuracy and speed on the pass, to where only Raphael could get to it. And like a quarterback, he puts it there where only he could get to it, and a quick turn, and he gets to the line.
Tyvez comes out. Miguel comes in. Raphael at the line to convert the three-point play.
And this would be huge and make it a one-point game.
And he makes it. Hurricane work the ball around. Taylor on the left side. Drives inside, spins it off his hip. Almost blocked by Dean, does not fall. Tipped in, Dip wants goaltending. He's not going to get it.
I think he had half the crowd behind him too, but exhilarating break there for the Hurricanes that lift them to a three-point advantage.
Miguel on the left side. Raphael sets the screen. Get it back to Dean down in the corner. Dean looks in for Raphael. Raphael backs into the lane. Little baby right-handed hook is good.
When you can use your defender's body against them like that and create the space using that avenue, and then with a soft hook like that, that was an excellent play by Raphael with a phenomenal touch to boot.
Sessions basketball now. He's got 6 points, dishes back out. Dean drove down the lane, dished it off to the left side. They're going to say a Jag tipped it. We're going to have our media timeout. 6:48 to go. Jags trailing by 1. All right, it will be Hurricane basketball. They will inbound. Get it into the corner. Shot is taken by Watson, and it's good.
Riding that three-point line, and with Raphael letting him off the hook a little bit with too much space there. He just pulled up and shot. And when you can do that very accurately from not a very good look like that, that means you're a strong shooter.
Dean misses everything from the left side and 18 feet. Raphael almost gets called for that foul. Drive down the lane, score the basket for Quentin Taylor. Miguel goes cross court. Aaron thinks about the three. Fades away, takes the three, doesn't fall.
He had Watson crossed up there after he drove in, cut back. Had him cross up, had a good look at it, just couldn't pull it down.
From the free throw line, another 2 for Jamari Dean. Aaron with the ball. Gets it inside to Raphael, who throws up the shot, no good. Tries following that up. Cannot get it. The Hurricane are up the court now. 7-point Hurricane lead. Dean gets it over to Howard. Howard drives in the lane, spins, loses the handle, stolen away by Miguel. Miguel takes it all the way, lays it up, no good. Ball is stripped away from Aaron Bird by R.J. Sessions, and Howard now will cross midcourt for the Hurricane.
Yeah, the Hurricanes recuperated very well off a 2-on-1, came back strong, and then stripped the second chance life away from the Jags.
5 Jags are going to come in. 10 on the shot clock. Driving in the lane, throwing up the wild shot is Grant Howard and making the basket.
Using it against Dean like that, using his own body against him, making him jump a little too early, got the height he wanted on the shot. Dean could do nothing but just watch it go in after that.
Jags down 9, into the corner. Miguel for 3, good.
If you can launch him on fire and he connects with multiple threes, you're good to go. Once Miguel gets hot, that is a good shooter to have in your arsenal to create points off of.
Howard gets it back to Dean. They swing it to Watson right side. Watson again, fadeaway left-handed 3 is good.
Just when you think the Jags come back with a jab, they come back with a right cross straight to the gut and steal all your momentum away. And now you're back in for the fight of your life trying to come back here.
Aaron drives into the lane. That's going to be an offensive foul on Aaron. That'll be his first. We're going to have our final media timeout, 3:19 to go. Jags are down 35-26. All right, 3:19 to go in the first half. Jags find themselves down 35-26. It'll be Hurricane basketball. USC Aiken at the half, leading Lander 54-52. Jags trail the Pacers by a game. They will be at the Convocation Center Wednesday night. Got to get through this one, though.
Yep, and if that score has any type of direction change right there with Lander only being down by 2, you could be looking for a fight for first on Wednesday.
Right side three, no good. Darren up the court quickly. Over to Sean Moss, who's in the game, and Troy loses the handle of that basketball. Out of bounds. Howard. Ball is on the floor, taken by Troy. Troy gets it to Robert. Robert gets it to Sean. Sean should have put it up, did not. Tyvez is fouled. I think that's going to be on Grant Howard. That's going to be his second. Sends Tyvez to the line for the 1-and-1.
Sean might have thought he saw an opening for a better percentage shot available to him. Tried to work it around, and now Jags do get 2 shots.
Free throw is missed, out of bounds, stays with the Jags.
So even though they didn't make the free throw, now they have a chance to even come back and score more.
Tyvez with the basketball. Gets it inside to Robert. Robert swings it to Troy left side. Now they get it back out Darren. He swings it right to Sean into the corner. Tyvez for 3, no good. Darren skies up and cannot convert. Tyvez comes away with it. Tyvez surprised Robert with the pass. And the tie-up will go to the Hurricanes.
Exquisite attempted play all the way around from the Jags. First you don't succeed. They tried 2 or 3 times to put it up, couldn't convert. Then hustle play there by Tyvez, gets the ball rolling, but could not capitalize. I mean, there was tremendous defensive aggression there, but they just could not overturn that to any points.
Devin Heggs back in the game for the Hurricanes. Last 2 minutes of the half. A reach-in bump foul on Sean Moss. Fourth foul on the Jags, so they've got a couple to give. Devin on Taylor. Taylor tries driving in, throws up the shot, and draws the foul. Taylor at the line. Jalen Rutherford back in the game for the Hurricanes. Makes that free throw. Troy with the basketball. Gets it out to Sean. Trying to get it to Tyvez. Can't do that. Darren will take it over. Darren drives down the lane, puts it off the backboard, and good.
Running one-hander has always been sharp for Darren. He displays that with phenomenal form right there. Running against a defense that had him guarded very well and just created off the spot.
Last minute of the half. That's 2, I believe, if it goes. It does not. Crashing on the board, that's going to be a foul on Rutherford. First foul on Rutherford. Tevez will go to the line.
Could be a 7-point affair here.
Does not fall. And the Hurricanes come away with it. Sessions fires the 3, hits the front of the rim, no good. Tevez pulls down that rebound and pushes it quickly up the court. Thinks about going all the way, does. Lays it off the glass and good.
That little hesitation off of the initial jump for the shot is what sprung that out to a clear open 2. He waited until his defender kind of jumped across him to try to block it, got out of his way, and then put up the shot. Very good decision there by Tevez to hesitate if it was just for a moment to get more clarity on the clear shot to post it up.
Basketball, 4 seconds to go. He's going to hoist it up and put it. And we will go to the locker room with your score. The Hurricanes 40 and the Jags 30. And welcome back to Chris and Berry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University with Blake Collins. I'm John Patrick. We're at halftime of our ball game, and the Hurricanes lead the Jags 40-30. Hurricanes 15 of 25 from the field in the first half for 60%. They were 6 of 10 shooting threes for 60%. They made all 4 of their free throws. Jags were 11 of 24 for 46%. 2 of 7 shooting threes, and they were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. As far as scoring, Devin Watson leads the Hurricane with 11. Quentin Taylor has 9. Jamari Dean with 8. R.J. Sessions has 6. Grant Howard with 6. Dean Williams leads the Jags with 6. Aaron Bird has 5. Tyvez has 5. Raphael with 5. Miguel has 5. Miguel has 3. Tyree has 2, as does Darren and Troy. Again, Jags find themselves down by 10 in another game of consequence for the Jags in Lander with 10 minutes left in the ball game. Lander leads the Pacers 79-74. Again, the Jags and the Pacers will play Wednesday night at the Convocation Center, but the Jags have to find a win this afternoon. Raphael in a crowd, puts up the shot, doesn't fall. Tyvez pulls down the rebound. Dean puts up the shot off the backboard and good. He's got 8 on the afternoon. Very good job of wanting the second chance rebound, fighting for it, and then bringing it on home with tenacity and intensity to boot. It's a very good play by the Jags. Howard with the basketball now, gets it back out to Taylor. Taylor's at midcourt with 10 on the shot clock. Driving down the lane, putting up the shot, not scoring. Raphael escapes with the rebound. Miguel with a tremendous stand, not backing down, losing his ground one bit. Tyree loses his footing, loses his shoe. Long 3 from Miguel, rattles in and out. Raphael with the rebound, he is fouled. That was all about positioning and grip of the ball. He had 2 hands on the ball to 1 on the opposing defender and just kind of ripped it out and kept possession alive for the Jags, and hopefully with more points. Raphael will go to the line. He's got 5 points this afternoon. First one falls in. And he makes the second. Jags are within 6. Watson with the basketball. Gets it over to Dean. Now into the corner to Taylor. Taylor back to Howard. 7 on the shot clock. Howard in the lane. Double team, doesn't know what to do. Gonna have a travel called on Grant Howard. Yeah, he just got lost in the shuffle between assist and shot. He didn't really know what he wanted to do with it, and a crucial break for the Jags trying to come back now. They could turn this into a 4-point game. Tyree gets it to Dean. Back to Tyree. Ball is off the foot of Taylor. Quickly down the court. Dean will slam that. And I don't know, are we calling goaltending or a foul? Guess we're calling a foul. Either way, Dean's like, not in my house. Add another one to the Get Out of Here Hall of Fame. And man, oh man, he is on fire with patrolling the interior, patrolling the lane, and then his flight when he gets up to block these, John,
is just impeccable.
It's Dean's first foul. Free throw is missed. Does make the second.
So this is gut check time for the Hurricanes. They're still up by 7.
Left side three falls.
The Jags are too potent from behind the arc to give them any type of breathing room from three-point range. And you can tell, John, the Jags are feeling it right now.
Howard with the basketball. Gets it back to Lardy. Lardy for three, too hard. Dean will pull that rebound down. Inside to Dean. Dean turns toward the basket, drives in the lane, loses the handle, has it stripped away. Lardy comes away with it.
Yeah, the Hurricanes defense is forcing way too many fundamental mistakes, and not only that, but causing havoc in forcing the Jags to take their eyes off the ball, to create mistakes that the Jags aren't used to making.
Taylor with the basketball and under 10 on the shot clock. He's driving, he's backing off, fading away. Good.
Man, oh man, was that pristine on the back-away crossover, and then the lift-off and the fade to Black, and that is all but money.
Going to have a foul. I believe it's going to be on Watson. That's his first, team's second. Jags down 6. 16-15 to go in the ball game. Get the ball into Dean. He's able to hang on to it and get it back to him. He spins, kind of got surprised and scores the basket. Spun one way, lost his man, was surprised by that and stumbled, fell, 2.
Not only that, yeah, keeping his balance throughout, and then the last second shot off. Tremendous body control there by Dean.
Quentin Taylor with the basketball, takes it right. Driving down the lane, dishes off. Foul on Raphael, I believe.
That was an exquisite play there by the Hurricanes, though. Being able to have a good shot up, but notice in the back of their eyes, out of the corner of their eyes, having a more high efficient shot on the way to be able to pass that off in a moment's notice like that. Incredible.
Media timeout, 15:44 to go. Jags down 4. All right, 15:44 to go in the ball game. Jags find themselves down 4 against Georgia Southwestern, a 4-21 team. First free throw is good. Second free throw is short. Tybez with the basketball, gets it over to Raphael. Raphael comes right with it. Back to Tyree. Back to Raphael. Backs his man up into the lane. Gonna have a foul. Foul, I believe, is on Quentin Taylor. It is his third foul.
Yeah, Taylor with an absolutely incredible job of standing his ground, not really giving Raphael an inch to breathe there in the back down.
20 seconds on the shot clock. They get it into Dean. Dean gets it over to Miguel. Miguel from about the free throw line. Good.
Ooh, man. A little dose of the own medicine there with popping up, locking and shooting right off of a short burst driving down the lane. A very good shot there by Miguel. Creeps the Jags closer.
Watson swings it right. They get it inside. Little fadeaway shot is good for Jamari Dean.
You want an elegant shot on the Jags? I'm going to raise you with a pristine shot from a fadeaway position on our offensive possession, the Hurricanes say, and they are right back to a 5-point advantage.
Miguel for three. Good. Another three, good.
That's the only issue with double team, is it leaves one offensive player wide open, and then the Jags could not recuperate in time to get back to even contest that three.
Jags still down 5. Tyree drives down the lane, drives too far. Ball is out of bounds on the Hurricanes. Jags will inbound with 13 seconds to go on the shot clock.
And that was all Jags until at the last second when Watson got his foot on the ball by accident, so it stays in Jags' possession.
Aaron and Darren in for the Jags. Higgs comes back in for the Hurricanes. Got a foul away from the ball. Going to be on the Hurricanes, I believe. Devin Higgs committing that foul. It is his third. Darren with the basketball into the corner. Miguel back out to Darren. He drives in the lane, throws up the soft shot, good.
Whenever he drives like that and decides to put it up, he's got an incredible soft touch that it fools you with how much distance he has on it, but when it goes in, it hits nothing but money from the bottom of the net.
Watson gets it over to Taylor. Driving down the lane, laying up the shot. It does not fall for Lartney. Out of bounds, the officials discuss. They say it is Hurricanes basketball.
Larney there with an exquisite switch of the hands at the last second. Deked Dean out, which is tough to do to begin with, and created that circus shot. Didn't go in, but they retained possession.
Robert Barlin is in for Raphael. Left side, Watson again for three. He's got 14, and they're back up 6.
The trap and the double team comes back to bite the Jags. In the keister once again. Let's see if they can do on offense.
Going to be a foul, might be on Lardy. Let's see. Yes, it is. His third. I believe they're 5th. Jags will inbound. Robert gets it to Darren on the right side. Darren looking inside for Dean, gets it to Dean. Dean now immediately double teamed. They get it to Darren. Darren looks for Robert. Pass is broken up and stolen away by the Hurricanes. Hurricanes back down the court, taking it all the way. Dean bats it away.
That is a trifecta of get out of here in the Hall of Fame induction, and he is on fire on defense right now. 3 blocks today. What an incredible defensive game from Dean Williams.
Hurricanes set up the offense. Lardy with the basketball now. Gets it to Watson. Sessions for 3, good.
Just as soon as the Jags make an emphatic stop, the dagger just keeps getting bigger and bigger for the Hurricanes with 3 points.
Jags are now down 9. 12 minutes to go in the ball game. Down 9 to a team with 4 wins. Dean gets it inside to Robert. Robert lays it up and in.
Everybody from the Hurricanes were concentrating on Darren, on Miguel, on Dean, on everybody except for Robert. He was left all alone in an exquisite pass in, and Robert just banks it in. Makes him pay for it.
Sessions again, this one's short. Darren with the rebound, up the court quickly, pushes it. Drives down the lane, he has it blocked away.
There's another get out of here Hall of Fame inductee, this time on the Jags, but let's see if they can recuperate on defense.
Lardy with the basketball on the left side. Gets it to Watson. Watson with 14. Got a foul away from the ball, probably on the Jags. It's on Robert. First foul, we're going to have our immediate timeout, 10:51 to go in the ball game. Jags find themselves down 7. All right, 10:51 to go in the ball game. An important ball game for the Jags, trying to keep pace with the Pacers. They are down 55-48. Hurricane will inbound. They get the ball to Taylor. Burning some clock. Over to Sessions. He drives down the lane, and going to be a foul on the Jags.
Just a little hip check going on through, and they'll call that every time.
Foul's on Darren, his second. Team's 4th. And the Hurricane will go to the line for a couple of shots.
Not what the Jags wanted to see right here.
First free throw is good. Dean and Tyvez will check back in for Robert and Aaron.
It's an interesting setup, too, because on free throws, they keep 3 back on defense, which is a good idea, but it leaves them unaccounted for on the rebound portion of the free throws if they're missed.
Dean is back in. Tyvez, right side 3, no good. Dean skies for the rebound. Darren tries bumping it back in to no avail.
We talked about the soft touch earlier, just a little too soft on that shot.
Ball's batted away by Tyree. Tyree gets the basket and the +1.
Incredible determination and perseverance there by Tyree. He initially had it batted out of his hands, then fought tooth and nail for position down low to get the shot and kiss it off the board to create an and-one situation with possibly a 3-point swing.
And Tyree gets the Jags to within 6.
2-possession game. The Hurricanes are still in the lead, but with knowing what the Jazz can do, the Hurricanes may be feeling the pressure.
Dean gets it back to Taylor. Taylor drives, puts up the soft shot, no good. Jags fight for the basketball and come away with it. Tyree picks up his dribble and gets it back to Miguel. Into Dean. Dean backing up. Dean. Little right-handed baby hook is good.
He can create space out of nowhere, and when he gets the space that he's looking for, especially in the interior, he is lethal on offense, and Dean just punctures home 2 points and keeps the Jags within striking distance with only 4 points away.
Turnaround shot is no good for Sessions. Jags up the court quickly. Tyree pushing it up the court is fouled. That basket will not count. They'll wave that off. Foul was much earlier.
Bad thing here for the Hurricanes is Tyree is a heck of a free throw shooter, so not the type of guy, even this early on, you want to see shooting free throws at the charity stripe.
Jags are in the bonus, so Tyree's got the 1-and-1. Makes the first. Makes them both. Jags now within 2.
We talked about this a little bit earlier, John. Now's not the time to take your foot off the gas pedal. You're facing the number 2 team in the conference. Keep the pedal to the metal, full throttle, and make the Jags make mistakes.
Lardy with the basketball, gets it over to Higgs. 7 on the shot clock. Lardy on Dean. Dean bats it away. He fires up the shot and good for 3. And the Hurricanes want a timeout after that. 8:14 to go. They're up 5. Jag ball. Down 5. 8 minutes left in the ball game. Inside to Dean. Dean backs up his man, draws the foul. He will go to the line. This will be our media timeout, I guess. 7:55 to go. Jags still down 5. All right, back at Christenberry Fieldhouse, 7:55 to go in the ball game. Jags down 5. Dean Williams at the line to shoot a pair. Dean with 12 points on the afternoon. First one's no good.
Still a little too hard there.
He makes that one. Jags applying some pressure.
It's still a huge break for the Hurricanes, though, because that could have been a 3-point game, and it's now a 4.
Jags have the Hurricane have no problem breaking the pressure. Watson. Gets it to Howard. Back to Watson. Get it inside. Ball's batted away by Dean on Jamari Dean.
Jags looking to play disciplined defense.
5 on the shot clock. Nice play there by Grant Howard.
Yeah, it secluded Dean out to the perimeter here, guarding his man, and left the interior open. All he had to do was drive through the lane and create off of one Jag defender.
Miguel for 3 from the right side. Good.
You wanted to get one of those points right back with the 3, and now it's a one-possession ball game again, John, and it is coming down to the wire.
Lardy drives down the lane. Dean pins that against the backboard. Miguel again for 3. Too hard. Into the corner. Tyvez thought about it. Now he drives in, dishes off. Miguel will try it again. That one falls.
Listen to this crowd come unglued. In traffic, dish it out to the assist on the open shooter. Miguel is on fire when he is accurate. Knock him down with the best of them. They left too much space between him and the rest of the offense for the Jags. Concentrated down low. He went up high, shot it over, and the conversion was good.
Howard with the basketball. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to put it up. I don't think they realize it. Finally fires it. No good. Jags do get that rebound.
If you're the Hurricanes, though, do not stop pressing the pedal to the metal. You're still in this game.
Reach-in foul on Lardy. That'll be his 4th.
The worst thing you can do right now is fall back into a scenario where you're making fundamental mistakes. Even though you're still aggressive, you want to try to make calculated risk and calculated moves to turn the tide of the game and turn the momentum around. And that's something right now that the Hurricanes have not been able to capitalize on within the last 2 or 3 minutes. It's been all Jags, and it could get even worse if these free throws are made.
Raphael at the line. And that falls. Makes them both. Jags again with a little bit of pressure. Watson brings it across midcourt. Gets it to Dean. Jamari dishes off to Howard. They try to trap him. He picks up his dribble. He's got nowhere to go. He finally gets it out. 7 on the shot clock again. Sometimes this doesn't end well for the Jags. Driving down the lane, puts it up, scores.
Good concentration through traffic for the Hurricanes. Then at the right time, just absolutely places a shot up that the Jags were not expecting, and it caught them off guard.
We're tied at 64 with 5 minutes to go. Out of Lander, USC Aiken beats Lander 108-103. So the Pacers continue their winning ways. Next up, the Jags on Wednesday night. All the more imperative the Jags win this ball game. No call there. I'm not quite sure why there wasn't a call there. Quickly down to Robert. Robert into Tyvez. Tyvez back out. And the Jags set up the offense. Got a little scattered there for a second.
How quickly, though, did Dean close that lane up? He closed that up tremendously quick, and now on the offensive side, got it tremendously down low, and then Dean's got it again.
And Dean is fouled. Foul is on Jamari Dean, his 3rd. And it will send Dean to the line to shoot a pair. It is the double bonus, so Dean will have 2. Jags are in the double bonus for the last 4 minutes of the game. Misses the first. Does make the second one, though.
The Jags at times have been over anxious. If the Hurricanes are smart, they use that to their advantage.
Long 3 from Larte is wide right. And here's our under 4-minute media timeout. 3:52 to go in the game. Jags up 65-64. All right, 3:52 to go in this ball game. Jags with a 1-point lead. And the basketball. Again, USC Aiken beat Lander 108-102. Coming from behind in the last 4 minutes. So USC Aiken keeps their winning ways. Jags will play them Wednesday night at the Convocation Center. Got to get past Georgia Southwestern first, a 4-win team.
Yep.
Here's a whistle and a foul. It might be on Larte. No. They're going to call that on Quentin Taylor. That is his 4th. It does send Raphael to the line, though.
Coming out of the gate in a crucial game, though, both teams were tested. I mean, like we've been talking about, Jags have been tested here with Georgia Southwestern, but Lander seriously testing Aiken tonight. They pulled it out, leaves a very imperative game for Wednesday.
And you can't forget that after the Jags play Aiken, they have to go to Lander.
Exactly.
And Raphael makes them both. Again, Jags are second by a couple of games. They would like to be first, but they're second by a couple of games. Little fadeaway is no good. Raphael comes down with that as Taylor cannot convert. Jags now, just a little over 3 to go in the game, up by 3. Dean drives all the way and slams it home.
He is taking charge on every facet of today's game, blocking, defense, and just brought it on home with authority down there and brought home 2 critical points, because now it's a 5-point game and a 2-possession game.
Long 3, good for R.J. Sessions. Timeout, 2:42 to go. Jags up 2. All righty, 2:42 to go in the ball game. Jags are up 2.
But just when the fans and everybody was at an all-time high, what a way to take the wins out of the sails with that type of 3.
Tyree with the basketball. Gets inside to Raphael at the free throw line. Raphael moves into the lane, puts up the shot, and it falls. 13 points for Raphael. Jags up 4. We have about 2 minutes left in regulation. Again, the 3. Again, it's good for R.J. Sessions.
The spot shooting and 3-point accuracy today for Georgia Southwestern is unreal. Even with a hand in his face from, I believe it was either Miguel or Tyvez. Good Lord, what accuracy.
Cross-court pass to Miguel. Miguel gets it back to Tyree. 10 on the shot clock. Tyree drives in the lane, puts up a shot, does not fall. Follow up by Tyvez, no good. Ball's out of bounds to the Jags.
If it wasn't before, both teams now are fighting for their lives in this game. Georgia Southwestern's wanting to make a serious statement and a serious impact on the playoffs, and the Jags are absolutely trying to get ready for Aiken by winning this game, but they are making it tremendously tough for the Hurricanes.
Jags get a brand new shot clock with that, and they'll use it. Up by 1. Tyree now gets it going. Alley-oop, no good. Intercepted by the Hurricane. Lardy with the basketball. We've got 1 minute left. Shot taken, no good. And the Jags have it.
And as bad as a crucial miss as you can have, he was wide open from maybe 7 to 10 feet. He just pulled it to the left too much there, but an absolute critical miss for the Hurricanes.
Jags with 10 on the shot. Oh, long 3 for Miguel. No. Dean cannot pull down that rebound. It's going to be out of bounds to the Jags. 31 seconds left in the game. Jags up 1.
You have a lot of aggressive play from both teams. Hurricanes just maybe exuding too much aggression at times. It's throwing them off kilter.
All right, so Watson commits that foul, will send Tyree to the line. Watson's second foul. Tyree with a couple of important free throws.
Not only that, too, but it's also going to help settle down both teams, and that could work in the favor of the Hurricanes.
Tyree with 10 points on the afternoon. An important 11. Darren will check in for Robert. Big free throw here for Tyree. That one does not fall. 2-point Jag lead. And they call their last timeout. 20 seconds to go. In regulation, Jags up 2. All right, 20 seconds in regulation left. Jags with a 2-point lead. Georgia Southwestern, the Hurricanes will inbound. Jags looking to keep pace with the Pacers. They get the ball to Taylor. Taylor gets it to Sessions. Sessions to Watson. Back to Taylor. He's driving down the lane on Dean. Dean gets up in the air. Ball was batted out by Dean. He came down maybe a little awkwardly. Needs a moment. Coach Dipp calls his timeout. And Dean looks like he's might have taken a foot to the gut.
Just hope he's okay, but a crucial timeout to let him recover. But the Hurricanes had that lane open, and they had an open shot. They just elected not to take it, and it came back to bite them.
All right, setting the stage, 7.7 seconds to go in regulation. The Jags are up by 2. USC Aiken has already won this afternoon. Jags, if they want to keep pace to stay just 1 game behind, need to hang on for these last 7 seconds.
And if we can, if the Jags were to hang on, we will try to get some interviews after the game.
Long three, no good. Out of bounds, Jag ball. No more timeouts for the Hurricane.
Nope. But you can also almost see a foul coming the Jags' way, and in hopes that they'll miss some free throws.
This gives an opportunity for someone to break loose. Let's just see what happens here.
Yep.
Someone to go long. Nope. That's going to be your ball game. No, he fouls him with 1.2 seconds to go. Jags will move to 21-5. More importantly, 17-3 in the Peach Belt Conference. The Pacers, with the win today, went to 18-2. So the Jags will remain a game behind. Next time the Jags play will be Wednesday night at the Convocation Center in Aiken. The women will play at 5:30. The men will play at 7:30. I believe a win here might go a long way, though, to sewing up at least second in the division for the Jags, which if the conference tournament were today, would have them playing Young Harris, but there's still a couple of games left. Could be some juggling going on. Both free throws are good. Jags are going to pick up this victory. Jags with a 74-70 victory. Hurricane shot 51% from the field. They were 12 of 22 shooting threes for 54%, 8 of 10 from the line. Jags shot 51%. 24 of 47, 6 of 15 from the three-point line. They were 20 of 26 from the free throw line. R.J. Sessions, Devin Watson with 14 for the Hurricanes. Quentin Taylor had 13. Jamari Dean with 11. Grant Howard with 8. Twy Lardy with 7. Devon Diggs with 3. Dean Williams, last night, well, no, that's not necessarily so. They'll be back here at Chris and Barry. Dean with 16. Miguel with 14. Tyree with 13. Raphael with 13, Aaron Bird had 5, Tyvez with 5, Darren with 4, Robert Barlin and Troy Cracknell each with 2. So, Jags move to 21-5. They'll be at the Convocation Center on Wednesday night to take on the Pacers from USC Aiken. For Blake Collins, I'm John Patrick. We'll see you.
We may have a couple of interviews coming up. We'll have to wait and see. But
Down there.
But just phenomenal game, a phenomenal game all the way around. Stay tuned. So thank you for being patient. We are still awaiting to see if we can get an interview, but as we stand right now, the Jags squeak away with a victory 74-70, which makes next Wednesday's affair at USC Aiken at the Convocation Center an all-imperative game. And if the Jags win and the Pacers lose that game, we could be looking at a duel for first place. So the next two games are going to be imperative, especially the USC Aiken game, and then the Jags' last game is in Lander, and Lander almost came back on the Pacers and almost shocked the Peach Belt Conference there. So it's going to be two pivotal games coming up on Wednesday against the Pacers, and then on the 2nd of March at Lander will be the final game before the playoffs start, and hopefully we don't yet know the opponent, and the opponent is still yet to be determined, but we do know one thing: there will be a playoff game here at Christenberry. Now, another factor that is unknown at this point is how far the Christenberry here in Augusta will be hosting playoff games. So right now we do know that there will be one being held. Don't know if the semis or the championship rounds will be hosted here or not. We will see as the season wraps up. We still have two games to get through. One very crucial game on Wednesday. Please stay tuned to see if we will have an interview, and we should know here shortly. So hang tight with us, and thank you for being patient. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we will be able to establish an interview today, but we will also be able to more than likely get one after the playoff game on March the 6th or 7th. So that will be a game that is extremely important because not only is that established position within playoff ranking, but it's also an elimination game for some, so that will be imperative. But as we mentioned before, final 2 games of the regular season has really huge implications. Not only a fight for first place may be in store, but as well as seeding, and we know for sure there will be a playoff game here either March 6th or 7th. And like I said, we will try to get an interview then with some of the players. Unfortunately, it did not work out today like we had hoped for, but we will definitely try to get one on the 6th as well, and that will be more likely a day that we will be able to get one. So until then, for the final basketball telecast or webcast of the regular season, this is Blake Collins saying so long. Thank you for being patient, and we look forward to being back here for playoff basketball on the 6th of March. Thank you so much.